Nigga, that's not gonna end him that quick though. Did that really just end him? He just transformed. Yo, what's good with YouTube? It's your boy TRAY-MAN-GamesReactZ back at it again with another reaction video, man. So as you can already tell by the title, you know what we're going to be reacting to. Okay, let's pause that just for a minute. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and once you do that, hit that notification bell right on the side so you will never miss a video each and every time I upload. So yeah, man, without further ado, let's get off into the video. Ganondorf, this is a death battle, so death battles Ganondorf versus Dracula. And I'm actually really hyped because, well, for once I haven't seen this in it's been released two weeks ago by the time I'm about to get off into it. So yeah, it's been two weeks ago by the time I'm about to watch the video. So yeah, man, Ganondorf versus Dracula, Zelda versus or something like that. I don't know why Zelda versus is in the title, but we're just gonna ignore that. We're just gonna call it Ganondorf versus Dracula. So yeah, man, like I said, this was released by Death Battle 2 weeks ago by the time I'm about to get into it. So yeah, man, I'm really hyped. And plus, I haven't reacted to a death battle in a while, so well, I'm pretty sure you guys already seen the card that was up there. If you want to, just click on that card if you're interested in death battle, because I have other reactions to death battle. I only got like three of them. I need to put up more death battle reactions, but if you didn't know, I do have more death battle reactions, so make sure you check that out. It'll be in the card, the little card thing up there, or whatever it's called, as well as in the description and at the end of the video in the end screens. But yeah, man, Ganondorf versus Dracula. Now, I'm not gonna watch the beginning of it because I think, you know, they're like sponsoring some company at the beginning of it, so we're gonna cut that out. Obviously, I'm not gonna react to that part, but I do want to react to the part where they're talking about like all the powers, all their capabilities or whatever, basically what they're capable of doing. I'm gonna watch that part because I know Dracula, he's from what's the name of that game? Is it Castlevania? I don't know. Dracula, see, his arch enemy is Simon Belmont, and if I'm not mistaken, I think the name of the game is damn, I just had the name of the game. How did I forget that easily? Castlevania. Yeah, I think they're from Castlevania, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't really know that much about Dracula, so that's why I'm gonna watch. I want to watch and see what they say about, you know, what Dracula is capable of, as well as Ganondorf, because I know a little bit more about Ganondorf, but not as much about Ganondorf, and I don't know anything about Dracula. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking. I know you guys just come for the reaction. You do not come to hear me talk. That's for the end of the video. Once the reaction is over with, the talking is for the end. Okay, so without further ado, let's get off into the reaction. Finally, okay, now we're about to get off into it. It's been a while since I've reacted to a death battle, so I am very hyped. I want to see how this is gonna go.
The calamitous demon king of Princess Zelda's Hyrule. And Dracula, the everlasting vampire lord of Castlevania.
I was right. He's from Castlevania, so I was right.
It's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Bro, I am so hyped,
ago,
bro.
In an age long past, the Demon King Demise threatened to pull the world into blood and war.
Until he got his ass slapped by this pointy-eared boy in green.
Undaunted by being,
that is
murdered,
Link.
Demise cursed
Most
the
people
blood
call
of the
him Zelda,
goddess
but
and
it's
the
Link.
spirit of the hero to be forever haunted by his wrath-made flesh. That curse became Ganondorf Dragmire.
Good old Dorf was born to the Gerudo tribe of the desert. Thing is, the Gerudo were all ladies, and Ganondorf was the first male born in 100 years, which automatically made him their king. Because...
Damn.
Reasons, I guess?
I didn't know that.
Wait, so he gets to be in charge and has the best odds on Tinder? That's my dream come true. Who could want more?
Ganondorf could.
Really
Jealous
boomstick.
of the neighboring kingdom of Hyrule's verdant fields, clean water, and not being a godforsaken desert, he dreamed of a better world for his people.
Or, just for himself. Being the reincarnation of ultimate evil means you're probably kind of a selfish douche.
And
most likely, yeah.
His vile ambitions would be rewarded. Turns out, he was also preternaturally adept at magic, as befits an education from his caretakers, the witches Koume and Kotake.
From them, Dorf learned to pitch balls of electricity, summon lightning, move objects with telekinesis, levitate, form barriers, and control minds.
Damn.
He wishes to fight from a distance.
I did not know that.
Phantom horsemen or puppets of himself to battle as his proxies.
Or if he wants to get personal, he can use his dark magic to enhance his physical strikes, making him a badass at all ranges.
He's a master with a blade. Sometimes two.
That's what you call that, the Gerudo
and
punch?
Sometimes two swords
I think that's
on
what
two
you call it.
horsebacks?
Let's not get crazy. He was just a man, after all, though not for long. With his magical training complete, Ganondorf put his greatest skill to the test, his raw cunning. By manipulating the rulers of Hyrule and its neighboring domains, as well as a curiously familiar boy in green.
Hey, what
Link.
do you know? Weird coincidence.
You guys
Ganondorf
seriously
gained
don't know his
entry
name.
to an alternate dimension called the Sacred Realm. Within it lay the Triforce, a magical artifact left by the gods said to grant the wish of whomever touches it.
The perfect solution to all your world-conquering needs. Except once Ganondorf got his hands on those golden Doritos, two of them jumped ship.
See, only
Golden
someone with a
Doritos.
perfect balance of courage, wisdom, and power can wield the complete Triforce. If someone with an imbalance between those three virtues touches it, it splits. In this case, the pieces of wisdom and courage went to Ganondorf's enemies, Princess Zelda and the hero Link.
Oh, that's embarrassing. But he did get to keep the Triforce of Power, because who needs the courage and wisdom shit when you can just blow stuff up?
That is
But
true.
Even
Man,
on its
Ganondorf
own, the
is
Triforce
a
of
strong
Power
bastard, I'm
radically
telling you.
improved Ganondorf's strength and magical prowess, while also elevating him from a mere warlock
If you
to
take
the
that,
demon king he was always meant
The
to be.
Triforce of Power away,
Literally,
he's not
he
gonna
can
be
turn into a
nothing.
big blue pig
Alright,
monster.
he'll be easy
The
to
dark
defeat.
beast known simply as Ganon is a nearly unstoppable terror, gaining even greater strength without sacrificing any of his intellect.
As a bacon wizard, he can obliterate foes with fireballs, turn invisible, teleport, summon darkness, and even distort the space around him.
Despite all that power and even successfully ruling Hyrule for 7 years, Ganondorf was soundly defeated and sealed within the Sacred Realm. There he remained, trapped outside the spaces of reality, a prisoner to the void between space and time, never to return ever
Damn.
Ah, sorry.
That's crazy.
I couldn't keep a straight face.
Yeah,
He was
well,
sealed
got
away.
it, like the next day.
So nothing holds Ganon back
Really?
for
He
long,
broke
and he's
through that
insanely
quick?
tough to kill. In fact, thanks to his part of the Triforce, he's
I
almost
really need to start
indestructible.
playing more Zelda
While most
games. I
weapons
need to
can
do some Zelda
technically
games
harm
on the
him,
channel.
it usually
I wanted
takes
to
a
do
holy weapon like the Master Sword or light arrows to put him down.
The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask or something like that. That's a 3DS game. I want to do that on the channel.
For the hollowed out interior,
I've
should
never
weigh
played that,
over
so I'm wondering how it
11,000
is.
Tons.
Even better, he later withstood a different castle exploding around him. Wow, some of this guy in castles.
By measuring the size of the in-game castle model and assuming violent fragmentation, we can determine it was a blast worth almost 2 kilotons of TNT.
Damn.
A yield
And he
comparable
survived
to
that?
early atomic bombs. And even though holy weapons can bypass his defenses, he still survived being stabbed in the face with the Master Sword. You know, the literal blade of evil's bane.
Damn.
Or like when he was impaled
That is
through the
crazy.
chest by one of the sages after he was supposedly sealed away.
Let's not forget,
That
yeah,
shit
he was
right
stabbed in
there
the
murdered
chest
the
by
bastards
Link.
that did it to him.
That was crazy.
Heads up, Wiz, you ever stab me again and that's what's happening to you.
Right. Well, Ganondorf
And he
isn't
took that
just
out like it was
tough.
nothing.
He's powerful enough to punch shockwaves, tear up an island, and block out the sky with his magical malice.
Plus, he can keep up with Link. He's even killed him in one timeline. And this fairy boy can dodge Beamos lasers.
Which are literal lasers. They move in a straight line, burn instead of exploding, and according to the game's guidebook, are called lasers. So they should move at light speed. Based on the distance Link moved relative to this beam, we can estimate his own reaction speed to be about 11% the speed of light.
Too bad old
Are you trying to say Link is
hold on to Hyrule for too
goes
long.
the same
Still,
speed
you
as
can
Sonic?
stab and seal him away all you want. This big pork bastard will always be back to
Pork
bring about your crispy demise.
Did he just say pork bastard? Damn.
In the world of
Pork bastard.
Castlevania, the universe is
That
governed
is a
by
good
two opposing forces, order and chaos.
All right, now it's time for
it's like you and me,
Dracula.
Wiz.
I know
No, I
nothing
mean,
about
literally.
Dracula,
As
so
legend goes, for God to
let's
be
see
good,
what they say.
there must be an equal force of evil to create balance. An evil found in an alternate dimension called the Chaotic Realm. This is chaos.
But to keep his spot in the balance on Earth, Chaos needed to choose a Dark Lord to represent him. A Dark Messiah, if you will. As luck would have it, a perfect candidate would end up choosing him.
In the 11th century, Matthias Kronkvist was the strategic mastermind behind a company of knights, alongside fellow commander and best friend, Leon Belmont.
But as with most bromances, it got screwed up by a homance.
Boomstick, have some tact. His wife died from a horrible illness.
Was
Damn.
it third wheeling? I'm sorry, Wiz, but you can already tell this guy is evil because his name is Math. I mean, I know we use math all the time to do this show, but sometimes one must embrace the darkness to see the light.
Right. Anyway, Matthias' grief was so intense, he swore vengeance
Boomstick, come
on
on,
God
man.
himself. To achieve his vengeance, Matthias sought the powers of God's polar opposite, chaos.
So he set up an easy 6-step plan. Step 1, pick up a red rock called the Crimson Stone. It'll be important later. Step 2, force death itself to become your personal secretary. Step 3, kill Luigi. Step 4, convince a vampire named Walter to kill Leon's fiance, cause misery loves company.
Yeah, he did
5,
kill
let
Luigi.
Leon murder poor Walt and death shove his soul into that red rock. Step
In the
6,
Simon Belmont
congratulations,
trailer.
You are now a vampire.
For Smash
Good kids,
Ultimate.
I hope you were paying attention.
From that day forth, Matthias rejected
That
his
was crazy.
humanity. He became a vampire, and much more. He was the Dark Lord, Dracula.
There have been a
Dracula.
lot of different versions of Dracula.
I don't even know if I was
but
saying his
this
name
one
right.
isn't your run-of-the-mill.
I think I was saying Dracula, but it's Dracula.
This Dracula is
Okay.
the avatar of chaos on Earth, the opposite to God. So, like the devil. He's basically the devil.
He didn't have much time to enjoy his new powers, though, as his former friend Leon swore revenge, a vow which would carry on throughout generations.
But good luck taking down this all-new and improved vampire lord. He's got your standard vampire loadout like blood-sucking, flight, razor-sharp claws, telekinesis, and even tripping balls teleportation.
He can also exert
Damn,
influence
bro.
over all living things.
This dude
whether
is
it
like
be
OP.
Mind control, body possession, or absorbing the souls and abilities of fallen enemies.
I don't
through
know
his
if
power
Ganondorf
of
gonna win this
dominance.
one. I don't know, man.
Like Kirby.
A demonic monster, Kirby.
Right, Kirby. Also, Dracula can shapeshift to his black heart's desire, like into a swarm of bats, a cloud of mist, and a wolf. Oh, I get it. The opposite to God, because he's a dog just like the way Alucard is Dracula backwards. God, I should do science.
He's also a master sorcerer,
Damn.
able to summon fireballs,
He just
meteors,
spit-
and
he just
acid
spit
blood
it.
rain
Boom-
from the sky.
Boomstick
Dark
just spit it
Inferno
facts.
is a huge ball of magma that will fry anything in its path, and he can revitalize himself with another's life energy via soul steal.
Then there's his most powerful attack, a localized nuke of holy magic, the demonic Megiddo.
With all these powers,
What
it's
name
no
is
wonder
that?
Europe
What
trembled
type of
at his
name is
presence
that?
For centuries, though perhaps their fears were unfounded.
Yeah, despite being living chaos or whatever, Dracula was sometimes a pretty chill guy. He even got himself married and had a kid. Then again, kids are also the embodiment of chaos.
True.
Sadly, the people of a nearby church grew suspect of his wife, accusing her of witchcraft, So they burned her at the stake, and Dracula swore vengeance upon the god they followed as...
Wait. Did he just get a total repeat of his backstory? Man, this guy can't catch a break.
He was even forced to battle multiple descendants of Belmont, many of whom would actually defeat him.
Well, sort of. Turns out Dracula is a much tougher vampire to kill than lame old Walter.
Even after losing his entire body, Dracula's soul remained tethered to chaos. Thus, he would be resurrected every 100 years.
When he wants to go all out, he can draw from the power of the chaotic realm and transform into one of many awesome monsters. Like a giant demon bird, a giant demon head, and a giant demon head in a painting that vomits out bats.
Dracula can punch hard enough to break stone, move quick enough to catch
that sounds like way more than what Ganondorf can do. Ganondorf just turns into some big pig.
He's tough enough to survive a lightning strike, get blasted by an enormous meteor, and even get crushed under the weight of his fortress, aka the Castlevania.
By measuring the size of Castlevania on the game's official art, we know it should weigh around 2 million tons.
That is a lot.
Dracula has
that is way more than a lot, actually.
A mess of blood, and even full-on disintegration.
So how the hell does he keep getting killed by everyone from Discount Conan to the Ghost of Weeb's Past?
Naturally, with the help of holy weapons, which Dracula is certainly not a fan of.
Also, even when he's turned his body into some misty vape clouds, he keeps his head vulnerable. Because video games.
Or more precisely, his hubris. Dracula's blatant arrogance would lead to his ultimate downfall, allowing his enemies to sever his connection to the chaotic realm and thus end his cycle of resurrections. So instead, he was reincarnated.
Into a white-haired anime boy with the power of friendship. Soma Cruz, who turned out to be just as powerful as Dracula Classic, like when he dodged beams of light or when he defeated chaos itself.
Dracula's influence and power would never truly end. Even 10,000 years into the future, his bloodline continues to strike terror into the hearts of men. As long as good and evil exist...
Hold up, that's his kid? What the hell happened to him?
No ordinary man can stand up to
the sprite of that looks like a white Super
Lord
Saiyan.
Dracula.
Behold my true form and its best!
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Alright guys, finally. I am ready to get off into it, man. This is gonna be crazy. I don't know who's gonna win. I just... Bro, how is this gonna even start? And is this gonna even be 3D or sprite? It looks like it's gonna be 3D.
Your castle is lost, vampire. No man can challenge my power.
But what is a man? A miserable pile of secrets.
So this is gonna be 3D. Okay. They got the Gerudo Ganon. They don't got no Twilight Ganon. They got the Gerudo. I don't know. Ganondorf might win.
Your tricks mean nothing.
Damn. Damn, Ganon! Ah! He used that what you call that? I forgot the name of it. He used that Smash Bros move. Nigga, that's not gonna end him that quick though. Did that really just end him? He just transformed. Come on, Ganondorf. You can't lose, man. I got my money on Ganondorf. I think Ganondorf's gonna win. No. Please don't sit. Nah. I might be wrong. Maybe Dracula gonna win. Oh, never mind. I thought he killed him before he can even transform, but Ganon actually managed to transform.
I am no simple vampire. I am a god.
You may be a god, but Ganondorf, that's that Gerudo Ganon. Don't tell me he gonna defeat Ganondorf. Is Ganondorf dead? I'm gonna be pissed off if he is.
You're right.
This seems like this is his end. Damn it. I was wrong.
Pig, let me hear you squeal.
That was brutal as hell. And he's what is he? Is he drinking his blood?
You know, I hope someday I can learn to drink beers as violently as Dracula drinks people.
He's drinking his blood. That was crazy. He was drinking his blood. I feel dumb. I thought Ganondorf was gonna win that for sure.
They were both brilliant schemers who have perfectly manipulated many intelligent foes, and their standard magical arsenals seem pretty comparable overall.
But Dracula did have a leg up with a few extra magic powers that Ganondorf just didn't have. Like how he could rip out his soul in a bunch of different ways. That's something Ganondorf never really had to guard against before. Also, remember how Ganondorf survived an explosion worth about 2 kilotons of TNT?
An admirable feat to be sure, but let's look at that meteor strike Dracula survived. Based on its size, composition, and speed of ablation, it must have struck with an energy equivalent to 2 megatons of TNT, 1,000 times greater than Ganondorf's proven durability.
But hey, I know what you're thinking.
Damn.
What about that sage sword Ganondorf had? Shouldn't he have had an easy time killing Drac since it's a holy weapon?
Exactly.
In some circumstances, sure. Running this fight over and over 100 times, Ganondorf would certainly score a few victories. But when considering Dracula's absurd regenerative abilities, it would take more than just a few hits from a holy weapon to finish him off. Not to mention, Dracula also wielded a holy weapon that took advantage of Ganondorf's weakness in the form of demonic Megiddo. Yeah, I know it's called demonic, so it seems weird, but it is explicitly described to be holy magic.
And dropping a holy nuke on Ganondorf was a way more powerful victory move than trying to hit Dracula with a sword. And that's really what this came down to. Power.
Despite literally wielding the Triforce of Power, Ganondorf's potential paled in comparison to the energy Dracula drew from Chaos. Let's put this in perspective.
The Triforce of Power comes from the goddess Din, who made the Earth. While we don't know the exact amount of power Din put in this piece, let's just highball it and directly compare it to her.
So the energy attributed to the Triforce of Power could be compared to the size and energy of a planet. However, the chaotic realm is an entire universe, completely upheld by the power of the chaos entity. That is leagues greater than the power Ganondorf possessed.
So it definitely had a lot more juice to give.
Try thinking of the chaotic realm and the Triforce of Power as batteries, which fuel Dracula and Ganon's abilities. Compared to each other, Dracula would be drawing energy from something like a car battery, while Ganondorf's would be more akin to a small AA.
Wiz, I'll give you $5 if you lick that battery.
Ganondorf certainly held his own.
What the hell,
Dracula's more
Boomstick?
varied magic, greater
Where
regeneration,
did that come
and
from,
enormous
Boomstick?
reserves of power sealed this desert warlock's fate.
Bro, I really
All the
thought
ways to
Ganondorf
go,
was
that
gonna win.
must have
I'm mad.
sucked. The big pig's chances were slim to Ganon.
The winner is Dracula.
I really thought
You know
Dracula was.
we've
I
got
mean,
a
not
card
Dracula.
dice to
Dracula, of
begin.
course, touched
Choose
the
your
crown,
weapons,
but I
armor,
thought
and skills
Ganondorf
before
had
diving
that.
into the fight of your life.
Just don't eat the dice. They look like candy. They're not.
Click
Okay,
the link
what are we
below
gonna
to get
have
the
next?
death
What is the next
game
death battle?
right now?
I'm ready. So who's up next? I don't know who the. I don't really know who they are, to be honest. There's some type of anime characters. I just don't know the name of them, but bro, I am mad. I really thought Ganondorf had that. I thought he was gonna win that. But you know, I almost kind of figured that Dracula was gonna take the crown, because the only thing that they said about Ganondorf is that he could, like, when it came down to like power, he could transform into like the pig thing. But it seemed like Dracula has like more transformations, and Ganondorf only had like one. But I don't know. I just thought Ganondorf was gonna win. I am so mad, bro. I am so mad. That is crazy, man. I thought Ganondorf was gonna take the crown. I don't know, guys. Put in the comments how do you feel about that? Did you guys think Ganondorf was gonna win? I mean, I know you guys probably obviously seen this before I have, because I'm late. This came out 2 weeks ago. But who did you guys think was gonna win when you watched it? Like, I thought Ganondorf was gonna win. Honestly, I did. I don't know, man. There's not really much else to say about the video. I mean, Boomstick was being a little weird, as always. But yeah, man. That's basically it. Tell me what you guys think about the video. That was crazy. I don't know. I give, but honestly, it was a really good video. It was a really good death battle. I'll give this at least a good 8 out of 10. This was really good, man. But yeah, man, that's basically it. If you guys haven't checked out my last video, I think it was SpongeBob versus Deadpool beatbox battle. Make sure you guys go check that out. If you have not checked that out yet, please do. Make sure you go check that out, because you're missing out if you haven't checked that video out yet. Also, like I said, I have other death battles up on the channel. I have a playlist of it, so make sure, if you haven't clicked the card up there yet, make sure you go check that out. It'll be in the card icon up there, as well as at the end of the video. But yeah, man, that's really basically it. So peace out, guys. Take care, and I am out.